Well, hello, First Baptist Church, and welcome to our YouTube family that tunes in here on a regular basis. We're back with another virtual visit.
We're back.
So it's been a little while since we've checked in with you all this way, and part of that's because it has been extremely busy lately.
Yes.
Busy with getting the kids back to school, the older two back to college, and all that was involved in that, and then getting Lily ready for the fourth grade. I can't believe that. She's starting the fourth grade. And then extremely busy for you.
Yes. Lots of extra stuff this year, and this seems triple the work, I think. I don't know.
Yeah, getting your second grade class and classroom ready.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work every year, but this year there was a lot of extra things that you had to do and put into place, and all of our teachers in the area had to do. So it's been busy for them too, but busy for you.
Yep.
So it's been a little while since we've checked in. We hope that you are doing well in these days. We continue to pray for you and for our church family, our YouTube family, all those that tune in here. A couple of exciting things, though, have been going on around here lately. One of them is we've got this huge pumpkin plant growing out of the compost bin. We don't lead very exciting lives, so that's excitement for us. A few weeks ago, we went out and looked at the compost bin, and there was like these little vines growing out of it. And a few weeks later, this thing has just taken over.
It has.
I took a few pictures of it and some videos, so I'll try to splice that in here so you can see it. We've never grown pumpkins.
No, I'm not a gardener.
We're not gardeners. We're not pumpkin farmers.
No.
We don't know what to do to take care of this thing.
Nope.
We figure it knows what to do. The Lord knows what to do to take care of it. But it's got, 6 or 7 pumpkins on it already.
It's got quite a few.
The kids put a compost bin together a couple of years ago, and we put the lawn clippings and leaves and food stuff in there. And we threw some pumpkins in there at the end of Halloween last year, sometime in there.
Yeah.
And now we have pumpkins.
So
so we'll see how this turns out. Kai said that we're turning into accidental homesteaders here. So we'll see how the great pumpkin crop of 2020 goes.
Yes, we will. We'll keep you updated.
Yeah, we'll keep you updated.
Yeah.
So that's some excitement going on around here. And then, of course, the other excitement is just school starting back up.
It's been really nice.
We're a couple of weeks in now, I think, for all of our students.
Yeah.
And things seem to be going fairly well. Been a few roadblocks, hiccups along the way, but overall things seem to be going well.
Yeah.
And so we're thankful for that.
Very thankful. It's nice to be back in the classroom and see the kids every day. So it's a blessing.
And I think the kids are excited to be back in the classroom, whether they want to admit it or not. But, one of the things as school kind of ramped back up and started going again, all the plans were put in place for what that would look like. Kind of the word I kept hearing over and over again and really kept using over and over again was that the word unknowns. There's just a lot of unknowns. What will happen when we open back up school, or the classroom opens back up, or what happens if one kid gets sick, or 5 kids get sick, or 10, or what happens if a teacher gets sick. All of these unknowns, and you just can't account for all of them.
No.
All of these plans put in place that are limited, of course, because you can't account for all the unknowns that are out there. But really, I was thinking, what that has revealed to us is really what we should know all along, should have known all along, and that is really all of life events and circumstances are unknowns, aren't they?
Yes, they are.
I mean, this just reveals what is already true. We take things for granted because they happen over and over again, but really they are unknown. So, for example, we're going to get up tomorrow, get ready, go to work. You have things you want to accomplish. I have things I need to accomplish and hope to get done. But whether that will happen or not, that's all an unknown.
Yeah.
If I wake up or not, that who knows? Or get to work, or accomplish X, Y, and Z that I have on my list. Those are all unknowns. Just because they've happened every Thursday for the last 10 years, that's not a guarantee it's going to happen tomorrow.
Yeah.
All of these things are unknowns to us, but not to the Lord. And so we are instructed in the scriptures how to posture ourselves
Mm-hmm.
toward a life that is full of unknowns to us. And so I want to share with you a familiar example out of James. So he says in chapter 4, "Come now, you who say, 'Today or tomorrow we will go to such and such a city and spend a year there, engage in business, and make a profit.'" There's all the plans.
There's all the plans.
And
The whole year.
the whole year's planned out. And this is what a normal business person would plan to do. I'm going to travel to this city, this city, this city, trade here, make a deal here, bring back the goods here. It happens 1,000 times. But we are told this: you don't know what your life will be like tomorrow. Forget a year from now. We don't know what our life will be like tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
You are just a vapor that appears for a little while and then vanishes away. So here's the posture, verse 15. "Instead, you ought to say, 'If the Lord wills, we will live and also do this or that.'"
Mm-hmm.
And so really what this has revealed to us is what we should embrace and have embraced all along, and that is a continual dependency upon the Lord
Mm-hmm.
for everything, in all
Mm-hmm.
things. I wrote this down. All of these unknowns are meant to drive us to a continual dependency on the Lord, who knows all things and establishes all things and accomplishes all things, so that we are living like, if the Lord wills,
Mm-hmm.
we'll do this or that, or we'll live. And the result of living like this in a continual dependency on the Lord, well, I wrote down 3 results. I started them all with the same letter because that's what a preacher should do, right? First of all, it helps in the area of pride. Because really it is an arrogance to say, I'm going to do all of these things. Because it's the Lord who accomplishes it or establishes it. And so when we live in a dependency on Him, it helps to squash out pride, which is prevalent in all of us. It helps us to deal with pride. It also helps us in the area of praise. Because when the Lord is accomplishing it, and of course He is, and we know that He is, instead of looking toward self, we look toward Him with praise and adoration. You know, it's not, look what I accomplished today. It's look what the Lord accomplished. Look what the Lord did. Look how the Lord worked. And so it leads to praise. And then this living in a continual dependency on Him, I think ultimately leads to a peace.
Yes.
Because we're not caught up in all the unknowns that are out there. We're focused on the one who is sure and accomplishes all things on our behalf. And so we can be at peace.
Yep.
If this happens, okay, it's the Lord's will. If it didn't happen, well, that wasn't His will, or at least at this time. Maybe it will be down the road. So we can be at peace and not get caught up in all the, well, if I'd have done this, if I would have tried that, if I would have done this differently. No, ultimately, it's if the Lord wills or He doesn't. And there's peace in living in a continual dependency on Him. So I hope all of that is an encouragement to you in these days. And we want you all to know we love you. And we look forward to checking in with you again soon. All right, folks, I want to try to show you this pumpkin plant Christina and I were talking about earlier. We got grown out of our compost pile here. Let me see if I can show it to you. Maybe you can see some of that. You can see in the background the wooden compost box, but growing out of it is this pumpkin plant. We don't really know anything about growing pumpkins, but I guess we're going to find out this fall. You can see in the background over here our redneck water hose holder. Compliments of Dish TV, who never came and picked up their dish. So in case you're wondering what to do with those satellite dishes, just use them as a water hose holder. But there's the pumpkin plant. It's got about, I don't know, 6 or 7 pumpkins on it already. We'll see what happens. I'll keep you up to date.